1 year. 1 year is it's a good chunk of time. 1 year ago, on May 13th of 2013, I started taking testosterone. I started on that day to medically transition from female to male. Mentally, I was already there. Mentally, I had been there for years. I think I knew the first time I knew that something was up. I was maybe 14. And I kind of figured some things before that when I was a little kid. I think we all do. All of the people within the trans community, we kind of feel things before then. For me, the first time I'd ever done anything, I was 2. And my mother had tried to shove me into little girl's shoes, dress shoes, and I broke her fingernail. I don't remember the incident, but I do remember her trying to get me to wear little shoes like that on a pretty regular basis, and dresses and cute clothing, things little girls typically like to wear. And nothing doing for me, not interested, had no desire to wear any of that stuff. The first time anybody ever asked, "What are you?" I think I was in first grade. And I felt kind of offended that I had to tell somebody what my gender was, but I had been told that I was a little girl, so of course that's what I said. But really? Of course that's what I said? I never had dreams of waking up and being a boy. I never had the I wanted to kill myself when I was a kid. I never had any of those feelings. But I did have dreams that I couldn't shake. Actual dreams, like when you're asleep. And I had memories that I couldn't shake. Like I had lived another life or something. Or maybe I was just remembering a particularly vivid dream. I don't know, but I remembered being a boy. And I remembered thinking that if I had another life, I'd want to be born a boy. That other life is right now. I'm living it. I've been living it for over a year. And as far as my transition is concerned, I have no regrets. Not a single one. I will say that I've had to make a few tough decisions. I've had a hard time picking my name. My legal name now is not exactly what I had picked to begin with, but it incorporates it. My partner, I was initially very worried that he would leave me. But I told him that was okay. If he had to do that, that was okay. He stuck around. We're still together, 4 years. So it's been a good haul so far. We haven't seen each other in a while, but a good haul. Sooner or later, I may end up getting top surgery. I may not. I say I may not because I have a few concerns about top surgery that nobody has dissuaded yet. I personally really enjoy having nipple sensitivity. Just putting that out there. I like that. I like that sensation. And I would be very sad if it were to be lost. Also, I don't have to bind. Don't have the need to bind. I'm very flat-chested, and I currently don't bind. I have not worn my binder since March, and nobody thinks anything of it. In fact, my chest is a hell of a lot smaller than most guys in this area. Most guys in this area are overweight, or very, very skinny. So, nobody looks at me weird. Everyone assumes that I'm the run-of-the-mill. Everyone assumes that I'm the run-of-the-mill guy. They think I've got a girlfriend, they think that I'm your heteronormative dude. But I feel like I've got to be careful when I talk about queer issues, because I don't know who's a friend and who's not, as far as that community is concerned. And I don't like having to censor myself. I mean, if I want to tell someone that I'm a trans guy, I should be comfortable in that. But unfortunately, transgender individuals and people within the LGBTQ community as a whole are very much minorities. And I don't mean to disinclude asexual or intersex. When I say LGBTQ, I mean plus. I mean all of the letters of the alphabet. If you identify as something other, I'm talking about you. Anyway, back to surgeries. I don't know if I'm ever going to get top surgery. I would like to, if I could keep the sensitivity. I would like to, because I'd like to be able to go without a shirt. I'd like to go to the gym and be able to take off my shirt and go swimming. I'd like a lot of things. I'm still contemplating if I'll ever even get a hysterectomy. I don't know yet, possibly, because I'd like to completely negate the possibility of cancer. But it would come after kids, if I can even have kids, because I'd like to give my partner and I that chance. As for having a phalloplasty or a metoidoplasty, no, that's not going to happen for me. I'm not interested in it. So I may be one of those trans guys that's non-op, and that's okay. That's my decision. It's expensive. It can impact your health. Recovery time can be long, and it's a very personal decision, one way or the other. So it's up to you. If you want to get surgery, more power to you. Do what you have to do to be your authentic self. Personally, I'm not sure if I need it. I'm feeling very comfortable with my body as it is. There are a few things I'd like to change, like I would really like to lose a lot of weight. I'm still working on that. I still am losing weight, but it's taking a while. Fat redistribution is definitely happening though, and I'm happy for that. There are a lot of other changes, like I'm definitely getting facial hair. I'm starting to feel a beard come in right here, like just little prickers. I'm starting to get some mutton chops going on a little bit, just a little bit, not anything that you can really see, but I can feel it. I've got a lot more arm hair than I used to have, mostly red, which is interesting, and white hair, really. Got a lot more leg hair than I used to have. I do have a little bit of a happy trail I discovered, but it's, like a dusting. It's not It's nothing compared to my partner. My partner is a very hairy individual. Thus far, he looks like he's going to remain the most hairy of the two of us. And that's perfectly fine with me. I don't feel the need to be a particularly hairy specimen. I definitely would like the possibility of growing a beard, though. And maybe it'll happen and maybe it won't. I'm only a year in, so, after 2 or 3 years or more, then we'll see what happens. My feet grew within the first 6 months. My voice dropped within the first month. It's continued to drop until about the 6-month range, and I don't know if it's going to drop again or not. I don't think so, but the voice takes a while. It takes a few years to actually settle, so we'll see. Definitely getting stronger. Definitely having fewer problems with endurance. Yeah, I'm just kind of enjoying the ride right now. All of the usual changes that one might expect to see, I have seen most of them. Some of them, not so much. Don't really have a lot of growth down there. I'm trying to keep this video as safe for work as possible. Not that you should be watching this video while you're at work. If you are, shame on you. Come back and work later. Unless your work is to watch these videos, and then, it's cool. What else? My sense of smell changed, interestingly enough. Like, I can smell certain things more acutely than I used to be able to. Thought process has changed a little bit. I calmed down. My emotions really mellowed out, which I like. I like that they did that. I've always been very uncomfortable with crying. However, I will say that I've had a problem with depression that I'm trying to overcome, and it's very difficult. I don't think it's... Well, I haven't seen my partner in a year, and I know that plays a factor. It certainly plays a big role in why I've been down, but also, I just moved out. Of the place that I shared with my roommate, and before that I lived alone, and I was very happy with living alone. Now I live in my parents' basement, and I work at a Starbucks within the Target. And well, it could be better. I'm standing on my feet all day. I don't have any benefits. The pay is exactly what you would expect it to be because it's Target. And Starbucks is contracted through Target, so I'm not a Starbucks employee, I'm a Target employee. So I don't get any of the Starbucks benefits. But I'm networking. I'm trying to stay active within my field, which is art. I'm an artist. I'm an illustrator specifically, and I'm also a freelancer. So while I'm making coffee and tea and frappuccinos, I'm also doing my work as an illustrator and growing within that. But there's something to be said for standing on your feet for hours and hours a day, and for living with your parents. And I don't say that disparagingly. I mean, a lot of people move back in with their parents, but I haven't lived with my dad since I was 13. And I'm still kind of getting treated like I'm 13. And we all try to avoid that, but it's difficult. And I've never lived with my stepmom. So there's a different dynamic here that we're trying to get used to, and it's tough. And honestly, I just want to move out. For my own mental health, I need to. There are many things that are very, very good about this situation, like I live here for free, essentially. All of my money goes to my student loans. I cannot afford to live alone right now. But the second I get a job where I can support myself, yeah. Where I can support myself comfortably, I should say. I mean, I'm not going to be stupid and try to scrape by on the skin of my teeth. That's not going to happen. I have way too many other things going on that would not be smart. And I'm sure my parents would say that I should stay here until I have my student loans paid off, but you know what, that's not going to happen either. I have a partner. I have goals that I need to meet in my life, and living here, not under my own roof, brings me down so terribly that I just can't do it for long. So there's all of that. There's a lot that's gone on in the last year. There's a lot that's changed, a lot that's caused the depression. I don't have very many friends here. I have a few. They're new friends, but they're here. So hopefully things, work out for the best. We'll see where the next year takes me. Again, as far as the changes are concerned, I'm really liking what I'm seeing. I'm so glad that things are going smoothly on that course. My current dose is 40 milligrams every week. I had to increase it to 50 milligrams because my cycle started. This is without a doctor, unfortunately, and that's what really sucks, is I don't have enough money to go to a doctor right now. I don't have enough money to get blood work done. I've asked my parents for help, they will not help. And I fell into the crack with the Affordable Health Care Act because I moved. And I didn't have a job until March, but I didn't start the job until April. And I didn't have any idea of what my hours looked like until after the window closed. So I have to wait until the next enrollment period, which is October, or until I get a job with a company that offers benefits. So until then, I am taking 10 milligrams more than my previous doctor said I should. I have not been able to get my blood work done since the second round. After the first, 6 months or so? Yeah. But otherwise, I'm feeling fine. I'm just a little bit down due to my circumstances. Yeah, I've got it really good. I eat well. My dog and my cat are taken care of. I live here for free, so I don't feel like I should complain too much. But at the same time, I'm still depressed. So, you do what you can with what you have, basically. Anyway, I'm sorry if this video contained any trigger warnings or anything like that. It certainly was not meant to. I hope everyone is having a very good evening. And I'm sorry this was a little bit more of a somber one-year video. It should be more celebratory, but I don't really feel very celebratory right now. Maybe it was because my 1 year was not marked with a happy occasion. nobody within my family and none of my friends here knew, so I didn't really get to celebrate it at all. So when your 1 year comes up, celebrate. Do something fun, please. Seriously. Anyway, thank you all for listening. Have a good night.